Peace and abundance, peace and abundance. Zagromo Vision, here to stay, not to play. Always put that work in to get that work out. And never forget, anything that's worth having, you gotta go through it to get to it. Where do I begin? First of all, I'd just like to send my condolences to all the families who have been affected by the tragedy in the 252, the Halifax County. I want to send my deepest condolences and prayers of understanding and love. Because that's what we need at this time. We need understanding and love. When people going through stuff, they need understanding and love. They don't need people to be all up in the business, what went on. It doesn't matter what went on. I'm going to tell you one thing about life that I realized that I hate. And I don't hate a lot about life, but I do hate when people always nosy and want to know what went on in any situation. It doesn't matter. If you really care about people, the only thing that matters is that you care. It don't matter how or what or why anything that went on, because it's life. Life be lifing. As long as we living, life gonna be lifing. Get from up under that rock that you hiding up under, and you'll realize life be lifing for a lot of us, young and older. It doesn't matter where you at in life, life is lifing. Life is meant to happen so we can understand, so we can deal with what goes on. See, when you're ashamed, you trying to hide and try to pretend like everything is okay, that's when someone can come sweep you off your feet. And that doesn't mean when things happen that you don't care or you ain't been paying attention. Like I said, life be lifing. So no matter if you care or not, life will continue to go on. Life will continue to manifest itself. That's why you got to have faith. Walk by faith and not by sight. See, we like to see everything and get involved in everything we see. But where our faith at is gone. We ain't got faith no more. We got the ability to want to do everything. See, that's where man is weak at. See, we want to do everything and don't realize God has allowed us to do everything. Anything that we want to do, God will provide. Anything you go through, God will heal. You have to walk by faith and not by sight. That means you have to trust. And that means sometimes we have to go through certain situations to build our trust. Because that's the only way we will truly get through any situation that we dealt with. Trust me, I've been faced with it, dealing with it. Addictions, street mentality, lifestyle. You be addicted to it. And you never want to let it go. And can't nobody tell you nothing. Because that's how you live. But through that life, it's always going to be examples of why you should better yourself. Or why you need to move on from that type of lifestyle. I'm not telling nobody what they need to do or what they're doing is wrong. I'm telling you what you're doing is not right if you're not walking in the sight of God. If you ain't trusting in God to provide you a way out. Remember, surviving is one thing. Surviving the streets is one thing. Becoming the streets is another thing. See, we all come from the streets, so we know how to survive. But becoming the streets is a choice. That means we start behaving as such. See, surviving and behaving is two different things. See, surviving, you're doing what you need to do. But when you're behaving and you becoming the streets, that's a choice. You choose to act out instead of discipline. And that's why I draw the line at. That's why I see problems at. Because we so busy trying to understand when we don't even relate. So you can't relate to somebody who's down bad, that ain't got a way out. You can't relate to somebody that chose to get high, to escape their problems, because that's their choice. Just like we know and trust in God to deliver us, some people don't care about none of that. Some people just care about where my next high coming from. And when you walking in those shoes, you got to understand it. If you ain't never walked in those shoes, you'll never understand what it is to be an addict. What it is not to care about yourself. What it is to be lost. See, a lot of us be out here be lost, and we be looking for help. We be wanting help. We calling out for help, but we so ashamed to open our mouth. See, it's by our ways and actions. They let you know where a brother or sister is at in life. So you gotta watch ways and actions. See, ways and actions dictate where a person's mindset is at. And even then you can still be lost. Trust me, I do it all, and I still felt myself lost at times because I have to reset. I had to recalibrate. I had to go back into the laboratory to look at myself. What are you doing? Are you true? Are you authentic? Or that's the real you? And I understand that's the real me. But I still got the flaws of the old me. So we got to work together to clear that up. That's me versus me. So remember, it's a journey. And it's a struggle sometimes when you battling yourself and you battling addictions, you battling your family, you battling your employees, you battling your employers, you battling everything in life because it's a mindset. And mindset, you so used to having to defend yourself, now you feel you gotta battle every situation. And that's why we losing that, because we don't have trust. We don't have the trust. We not walking by faith. We living by sight. So what we see gets to us sometimes because we don't see a way out of it. So we just have an attitude. Everything somebody say to you got an attitude. But that's work. Let's continue to work together. Let's continue to love each other. Yo, peace and abundance. Desire grow more vision.